The energy of that solar eclipse and new moon did not vanish when the shadow lifted. It sank into you. It rooted itself into your bones, your blood, your timeline. And right now, in this very moment, as you watch this video, that energy is still moving through you, reshaping you from the inside, preparing you for something your logical mind cannot yet comprehend. Before we go further, if you feel even a flicker of recognition in your body right now, comment the word awake below, because what I'm about to reveal will confirm what your soul has already been whispering to you for weeks. And while your mind is expanding, understand that the same universe rearranging your soul is also capable of rearranging your abundance. This is exactly why I created the audiobook, Train Your Brain to Make More Money. It was not written for the ordinary seeker. It was built for those who are waking up, like you are right now, and who are ready to align their inner frequency with real, tangible wealth instead of scarcity and struggle. The link to it lives in the description below and in the first pinned comment. And I say this not as a sales pitch, but as a guide who knows that spiritual awakening without financial awakening leaves half of your destiny unclaimed. If this message finds you at the right moment, which it will, subscribe now, because the universe does not send messages twice to those who ignore the first. You may be asking yourself, why do I still feel unsettled? Why do I still feel like I'm standing on the edge of something enormous, something I cannot name? This is why a solar eclipse is not simply an astronomical event. It is a rupture in time. It is the universe reaching through the veil of the ordinary and touching the deepest, most hidden layers of your soul contract. The agreements you made before you were even born into this body. And a new moon amplifies that rupture, because a new moon is a doorway, a blank page, a cosmic invitation to begin again. When these two forces collide, they do not create a single moment of change. They create a wave that takes weeks, sometimes months, to fully move through your life, your relationships, your identity. You are not imagining the exhaustion. You are not imagining the strange dreams, the sudden tears, the restlessness that has no explanation. Your nervous system is recalibrating to a new frequency. Your soul is shedding a version of you that can no longer survive in the timeline you are now entering. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is destiny moving through you in real time. And I am here to show you exactly how it is revealing itself. The first sign is this: your sleep has changed. You wake at strange hours, often between 2 and 4 in the morning, feeling as though something pulled you out of rest on purpose. This is not insomnia. This is not stress alone. This is your soul working overtime while your body rests, processing the eclipse energy that your waking mind is still too guarded to face directly. In the ancient teachings, the hours after midnight were known as the veil hours, the time when the boundary between worlds grows thin, when spirit can speak most clearly because your ego is finally quiet enough to listen. If you have been waking suddenly, heart pounding, mind racing with thoughts you cannot silence, understand this. You are not broken, and you are not alone. You are being contacted. Something within you, something ancient and knowing, is trying to deliver a message before the noise of the day drowns it out again. Pay attention to what enters your mind in those fragile, dark hours. The names that surface, the decisions that suddenly feel urgent, the fear that rises without warning. These are not random firings of an anxious mind. They are the eclipse still speaking, still carving away what no longer belongs to the person you are becoming. The second sign is heavier, and I will not soften it for you, because the truth deserves respect, not comfort. People are leaving your life right now, some quietly, some suddenly, some in ways that confuse and wound you. Friendships that once felt permanent are growing distant. Conversations that used to flow now feel forced, hollow, strange. Even people you love may suddenly feel like strangers standing beside you. This is not punishment. This is not failure on your part. This is the eclipse performing one of its oldest and most sacred functions: separation for the sake of evolution. Every soul who cannot walk with you into the next version of your life is being gently, sometimes painfully, removed from your path. You did not do anything wrong. You are simply vibrating at a frequency that some people can no longer match. And the universe, in its own quiet mercy, is clearing the road ahead of you so that when the new arrives, the people, the opportunities, the love that is actually meant for you, there is space for it to land. Grieve what is leaving if you must, but do not chase it. Do not beg what is meant to fall away to stay. The eclipse does not make mistakes, even when it breaks your heart to watch someone walk out of frame. The third sign will feel like betrayal at first, because it seems as though the past has reached forward and grabbed you by the throat. Memories you had buried, pain you thought you had healed, patterns you swore you had outgrown. They are resurfacing now, sharper and louder than before. You may find yourself suddenly thinking of a person who hurt you years ago. You may feel a grief you thought had already been mourned, rising again from somewhere deep and unhealed. I need you to understand this clearly, because most people misread this sign entirely. This is not regression. This is not the universe punishing you by dragging you backward. This is excavation. A solar eclipse under a new moon does not simply open new doors. It also forces open the doors you locked and never truly closed. It shines its shadowed light directly onto the wounds you managed but never fully released, because you cannot carry unresolved pain into the next chapter of your destiny. The soul does not allow it. So what feels like an ambush is actually an invitation, one final intense opportunity to look directly at what has been quietly running your life from the shadows and to finally, truly release it. If old pain has been surfacing in you these past weeks, do not push it back down. It is rising because it is ready to leave, not because it is here to stay. The fourth sign arrives like lightning, a moment of clarity so sharp, so undeniable, that it almost frightens you. Perhaps it happened while you were driving, or lying in bed, or standing in a room full of noise that suddenly went silent in your mind. In that instant, you saw the truth of something you had been avoiding for months, maybe years. You saw the relationship for what it truly is. You saw the job for the cage it has become. You saw the pattern you keep repeating, the choice you keep avoiding, the life you have been settling for instead of the life you were born to live. This is the eclipse's gift, and it is not a gentle one. Eclipses do not whisper truths to you slowly over time the way ordinary transits do. They deliver them instantly, fully formed, impossible to unsee once revealed. This is why the clarity feels almost violent, almost too big to hold. Your mind wants to explain it away, to call it an overreaction, a mood, a moment of doubt. Do not let it. That clarity was not a passing thought. It was a transmission from your higher self, timed precisely with the cosmic doorway that just opened above you, and it is asking you one simple, terrifying question. Now that you know the truth, what will you do about it? The fifth sign is quieter than the others, but no less significant. A growing, almost magnetic pull towards solitude. You may have noticed that crowds exhaust you more than they used to, that your phone feels heavier in your hand, that the idea of small talk, social obligations, even gatherings you once enjoyed, now feels like static, interfering with a signal you're desperately trying to hear. This is not depression, though it may masquerade as it if you misunderstand it. This is your soul, asking for silence, so it can complete the integration the eclipse began. You cannot download a new frequency while surrounded by noise. You cannot hear the whispers of your own destiny while performing for an audience, managing everyone else's expectations, drowning your inner voice beneath the demands of the outer world. The pull you feel toward being alone, toward long drives with no destination, toward staring out windows, toward silence that once felt uncomfortable but now feels like relief, is sacred. Honor it. Do not let anyone shame you for withdrawing right now. You are not disappearing. You are gestating. Something is forming inside you in this solitude that the world is not yet ready to see, and it needs this quiet, undisturbed space to finish taking shape before it is born into your reality. The sixth sign is the one that makes people question their own sanity right before it makes them believers again. The numbers, the symbols, the signs that will not stop appearing. 1111 on the clock. The same 3 digits on receipts, license plates, phone screens, appearing so often it cannot possibly be coincidence, no matter how hard your rational mind tries to convince you otherwise. A song lyric that answers the exact question you asked in silence an hour before. A stranger who says the exact sentence you needed to hear, at the exact moment you needed to hear it, and then disappears from your life as quickly as they entered it. This is what happens when the veil between you and the greater intelligence of the universe grows thin. And after a solar eclipse paired with a new moon, that veil does not simply thin for a day. It stays thin for weeks, sometimes longer, allowing the universe to communicate with you in a language far older and far more direct than words. These signs are not decoration. They are not your imagination working overtime to find meaning in randomness. They are confirmation, repeated again and again, that you are on the correct path, that you are being watched over, that the choices you are making, even the frightening ones, even the ones that terrify you, are aligned with something far greater than your 5 senses can perceive. Stop dismissing them. Start recording them. The universe is building a case, and the evidence is you. The 7th and final sign is the deepest, and if you have felt it, you already know there are no words that fully capture it. A rebirth happening inside you that you cannot logically explain to anyone, not even to yourself. You look in the mirror and something about your own eyes looks different, older somehow, or perhaps younger, as though a weight you didn't know you were carrying has begun to lift. You find yourself saying things you never would have said a month ago, making choices that would have terrified the version of you that existed before the eclipse, feeling emotions with a rawness and honesty you had spent years suppressing beneath layers of survival and performance. This is what a true eclipse rebirth feels like, not a gentle unfolding, but a death and resurrection, compressed into weeks instead of years. The person you were before that eclipse is not coming back. I need you to sit with that truth instead of running from it. Some part of you has already died, quietly, without ceremony, without permission, and something new, something you are still becoming, is rising in its place. This is why you feel like a stranger in your own life right now. You are not lost. You are being rebuilt, cell by cell, belief by belief into a version of yourself that your old identity could never have survived becoming. Now I want you to understand why all of this is happening, because knowing the reason will change how you move through everything else I am about to tell you. This energy is not simply passing through your life to disrupt it for no purpose. It is preparing you. Every wound resurfacing, every relationship dissolving, every sleepless night, every strange and undeniable sign. All of it is architecture. The universe is not tearing your life apart to hurt you. It is tearing down the structure that could not hold what is coming next. Think of it this way. You cannot build a temple on a foundation of sand, and you cannot carry a destiny of this magnitude while still living inside beliefs, relationships, and self-perceptions that were designed for a smaller version of you. The eclipse did not choose you by accident. Eclipses have always marked the lives of those who are on the edge of a threshold. A career shift so significant it changes the trajectory of your entire lineage. A relationship so aligned it rewires your understanding of love. A spiritual awakening so profound it repositions your entire purpose on this earth. You are being prepared right now in ways your conscious mind cannot yet measure for a chapter of your life that requires a version of you who does not yet fully exist. That version is being forged inside you in these very weeks. Here is what almost no one will tell you, and it is the reason I made this video today. The portal opened by the solar eclipse and new moon has not closed. Many people believe these celestial doorways slam shut the moment the eclipse ends, but that is a misunderstanding of how cosmic timing actually works. The eclipse cracks open the door. The new moon holds it ajar. And the weeks that follow are not the aftermath. They are the threshold itself, the sacred window during which everything you plant, declare, release, and decide carries amplified power, echoing forward into months and years you have not yet lived. This is why you still feel charged, still feel unsettled, still feel as though you are standing at the edge of a decision that will alter everything. Because you are. The portal is still open, and it will not stay open forever. There is a reason ancient astrologers tracked these windows with such reverence, marking them in stone, in scripture, in the movements of entire civilizations, because they understood what modern life has taught you to forget. That time is not flat, that some moments hold more weight than others, and that you are living, right now, inside one of the most potent moments the sky offers a soul. What you do inside this window will not simply affect your week, it will echo. So I will not leave you with mystery alone. I will leave you with instruction, because a true guide does not just reveal the storm. They teach you how to walk through it. Your task now, while this portal remains open, is threefold, and I ask you to take it seriously. First, release what the eclipse has already shown you needs to go. The relationship, the belief, the fear, the identity you have outgrown. Say it aloud if you must. Write it down and burn the page if that is your practice. Release is not passive. It requires your active participation, your consent, your willingness to let the old version of your life actually die, instead of keeping it on life support out of fear. Second, declare what you are calling in, clearly and without apology. The universe responds to specificity, not vague hope. Speak your intention as though it is already unfolding, because within this window, your words carry a gravity they do not carry on an ordinary day. Third, and most important, trust the discomfort. Do not mistake the unraveling for a sign that something has gone wrong. The chaos you feel is not the universe abandoning you. It is the universe rearranging your life to finally match the frequency of who you are becoming. Move through these 3 tasks with intention, and you will not simply survive this window. You will be transformed by it. You were not brought to this video by accident, and by now, some part of you already knows that. Something in you recognized itself in these words, in these signs, in this quiet, undeniable truth that has been building inside you since the moment that shadow first crossed the sky. You are not crazy. You are not falling apart. You are not behind, and you have not missed your moment. You are exactly where you are meant to be, standing inside a cosmic threshold that only a rare few will consciously recognize while it is happening. And you, right now, are one of them. The old version of you is dissolving, and I know that can feel like grief, like fear, like standing in a room with no walls. But I promise you, what is arriving on the other side of this eclipse energy is not smaller than what you are releasing. It is vast, aligned, and finally true to who you actually are beneath every mask you were taught to wear. And as this new version of you rises, remember that spiritual alignment was never meant to leave you standing in lack. The same universe that is rewriting your soul right now is also ready to rewrite your relationship with abundance. And that is exactly why I created the audiobook, Train Your Brain to Make More Money. It exists for this precise moment in your journey, to help you carry this awakening not just into your spirit, but into your bank account, your opportunities, your sense of what you are truly allowed to receive. You will find the link waiting for you in the description below and in the first pinned comment. And I encourage you, while this portal is still open and your frequency is still elevated, to claim it. Because timing like this does not repeat itself carelessly. Trust the sleepless nights. Trust the people who are leaving. Trust the wounds that surfaced, the clarity that terrified you, the silence you crave, the signs that keep appearing, and the stranger in the mirror who is slowly becoming someone you recognize as more you than you have ever been. If this message reached you today, it reached you on purpose. Comment, "I feel it," if this is speaking directly to your soul right now, and subscribe, because what is coming next in your story is only beginning, and I am not done guiding you through it. The sky has not gone silent. It never will, and neither, from this moment forward, will you.